Alright, here we go again with Denmark. So, I've been looking at this a bit. England is going to be another 3 wars to finish off. And something that I came across while I was thinking about this is, in order to actually culture convert these provinces, and it's all provinces within the Denmark region. So, if we look at the regions, these 4 provinces are the Danelaw region. These 4 provinces need to be converted to Danish culture. In order to convert the culture of those provinces, England needs to either be eradicated or kicked out of Europe entirely. So, 3 wars to do that, at least. Then, all of these provinces also need to have no nationalism and be the state religion. So I'm going to feed these 4 to Scotland, and that will deal with the nationalism once Scotland is integrated. As for the religion, that could get interesting. I'm going to keep this province after all, so that I have the Holy War CB on England. That'll let me transfer provinces over to Scotland without needing to fabricate claims. Although they do have a few claims on here already. What I'll do is, on the month that I'm going to declare, I will sell this province to Scotland, and I'll retain the CB until the end of the month. England has not started colonizing yet, but that may become an issue. Muscovy is also a 3-war job, so there's not much I can do with either Novgorod or Scotland until those wars are done. I still want to go after Bohemia, but there's also this coalition to think about. Although France, myself together could probably take out that easily enough. What I want to do is release Burgundy and feed their cores back, anything that is not in the French culture group, so as to not irritate France. The other thing I'm looking at doing here is I want to switch to Saxon. Now, Saxon has 12 provinces in its culture, and in order to switch to a culture, you have to have the target culture have more provinces than any other culture in your empire. So currently, the largest is either Danish or Swedish. I believe Swedish is 11, Danish is 10. Once the Danelaw region is converted, that will be 14. So I'll need to sell some of these provinces, probably to Novgorod, but possibly to Burgundy if they're out. Novgorod is, of course, this giant Russian blob, and so I'm just not going to integrate them until that happens. England is also about, I think, 14 after these are integrated, so hopefully maybe Scotland will decide to convert some. Otherwise, some of those will have to be sold off as well. Alright, so let's see here. Ooh. It would be quite useful to actually get one of these guys under a personal union, just because I'd like to get all of the Saxon land as easily as possible. The other thing I'm looking at is disbanding the HRE, which is not going to get easier if Austria conquers all of Hungary as well. Alright. You're allied with 3 of the electors. It would be interesting to ally Bohemia, but there's no way that's going to happen. Brandenburg, Trier, and wait, Savoy? Oh, it's Saxony. Oh, you're allied with 2 of the electors. Well, the other way would be if a lot of the empire switches religion, but then the smaller religion wins the 30 Years' War. That would make it a lot easier to isolate all of the electors, since only the electors of the right religion can remain electors. Alright, so I'm no longer at the force limit, so I'm going to build a few more infantry here. Actually, what's my maneuver at? Oh, that's not increased yet, huh? And I think cavalry can only flank from 2 out at this point, so I'm not going to build anymore. Cavalry are the only thing that are really doing damage at, or, well, they're the big damage dealers at this point. Artillery are doing almost nothing, so I don't see much point in building them, especially since they're so expensive. Although, these guys are going to be fairly soon. I don't know. I'll just stick with infantry for now and use my numbers to be able to siege their entire country. Okay. I don't think I can actually attack anyone for a while. Muscovy's going to be another 4 years. Teutons are vassal of my ally. Pomerania is in the coalition. England is 8 years, if I can math. Bohemia is in the coalition. And if I declare on Bohemia, Austria won't honor that call. Interesting. And Poland and France both will. I'm at 5 of 5 diplomatic relations, and I'm going to be... Hang on, no, I'm not going to be integrating anyone soon. And I'm ahead of time on technology. Huh. Well... I was thinking I wanted to save Diplo points for integrating Scotland, but that can't happen for another about 40 years. So it may be worthwhile to just go over my Diplo relations limit and release Burgundy here. Kind of want to just find a really low base tax province so as not to anger people with aggressive expansion. Or, you know, just take Holland because it's what's making Bohemia the most money. Could take these provinces from the Hansa at the same time. Of course, that's just more aggressive expansion all over the HRE, which is not really what I'm looking for here. How many of your ideas do you have? You're getting very, very close to that increased coring cost. Well... Palatinate, eh? So if the Palatinate come in on this war, well, France wouldn't be able to honor me against another war anyway. And I'm not strong enough to fight... Well, I might be strong enough to fight Austria on my own, but I don't feel like it. See how much Bohemia has for an army. We're about equal size in terms of our armies. I think I'm just going to keep building up for now. So here what I want to do is I'm going to isolate their capital and get them to move it to either, well, hopefully they'll move it inland. So that will prevent them from colonizing anymore. Guess I can just get started improving relations with Scotland. It'll be a while, but move Lüneburg. Yeah, no. I think what I might actually start doing here is trying to diplo-vassalize my way towards this Saxon land. Try and get as much of it as I can without aggressive expansion. Alright, I'm still waiting on the forced labor for building power cost. If I start getting near my limit, I'll start building buildings, but I don't... Once I've decided I'm going for quantity ideas, I really don't like building buildings until I've gotten the building power cost reduction. It just feels really wasteful. And thankfully, there is France into friendly. So now, if I were to declare, well, if I'm to declare war on anyone, there's no more penalty for being defensive, and got lots of trust with France because of all of those defensive wars I joined. Well, defensive and offensive, mostly on the part of Poland, but the trust transfers over. And good, the coalition is going away here. Now, ideas-wise, I'm mostly torn between diplomatic and influence for the upcoming one here. Of course, I'm behind on admin tech to actually get the ideas, but... See, diplomatic here, mainly, it's a trade-off between province war score cost for the diplomatic and, where is it? Diplomatic annexation cost. This is somewhat inaccurate. It says minus 25%. In effect, it's actually minus 30% because of the way it rounds. It's 10 diplo cost per base tax. And minus 25% is 7, according to the game's math. It doesn't, for whatever reason, it applies the reduction to the base cost. Aggressive expansion impact is also handy. I think I'm going to go with influence in the end, just because the because England is well, I would not be able to reduce England to 2 wars by taking diplomatic. Is essentially my reason there. And influence will help a lot with integrating Scotland quickly. Ooh, lucky cannot. Revolutionaries. Oh, Saxony. Stop tricking me with those weak heirs. I wish this list would filter properly based on things that are actually relevant to your country. As it is, I can't actually do anything with those weak heirs. Who are you with? You're with Saxony. Okay. So the closest Saxon person is Magdeburg. If they were not outraged and I could manage to get their relations up high enough, they would actually agree to become a vassal. And because they're a ways further away from England, the aggressive expansion I get there is not going to matter as much. So I think same thing with Anhalt. Yeah, a bit further away, but if I vassalize Magdeburg here, then I should be able to get them. Brandenburg is an elector, so the only way to actually get their land is to go to war with them. And they're allied with Poland, what do you know? Poland and Austria. Okay. I think France likes me enough now. I'm somewhat afraid that England might get land over here that will prevent full annexation, and that'll be a pain, but I don't want to have to go exploration either. I mean, exploration is great and all, but I don't know. I like the quicker conquest via, or the quicker vassal integration more than I want to go out and colonize things. And Castile has already gotten most of the interesting stuff here in Africa. They're probably well on their way to the Cape already. Getting those extra merchants. Let's see. They probably don't have their extra merchant from here yet, but if they build it up a bit, they'll have it. Oh, hit my admin cap. What am I doing? Production efficiency up. Alright. Wait until the ahead of time penalty is away, or is gone, and then I'll take influence. I mean, honestly, there's lots of great picks here. Economic and humanist are would both be useful. Economic for the monthly autonomy change, land maintenance. It's got lots of good policies. Humanist would help a lot with unrest. Both of them basically helping with the autonomy reduction in different ways. Humanist helps by allowing you to just reduce autonomy everywhere. Economic ideas helps by just reducing it automatically over time. Lazy diplomat. Should I be doing anything with him? Guess I'll improve relations with Friesland. I don't think I can actually vassalize them after all, but oh dear. Well, it's not awful, but could be better. Oh yes, royal marriages. Not from Poland. I'd like France to send me one, because that'll last longer. Truce with Milan ended. Did I white peace them or something? I know my truce with England is not up. There we go. Thanks, France. I don't think this is gonna revolt before I can sell it, but oh well, I'll just keep an eye on it. It'd be nice if this remove Lüneburg from the map thing gave me some way of improving relations with them so I could peacefully remove them from the map, but no. I think it gives me a CB, or a, whatchamacallit, claim on them. Right, Poland is fighting, or is attacking the Golden Horde. Okay, sure. Have fun. Oh, Diplocap. Good job. I'm going to, let's see, build some trade buildings. There we go. And now, let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to get to the next idea group by the time I want to start integrating Scotland, I don't think, so I'll just go with influence ideas. Right away, we get more income from Scotland. Faster claims, not that I'm doing much of that, but... Wow, look at that vassal income. Oh, alright, that's alright, I suppose. Novgorod's Liberty Desire is arbitrarily higher because they're a big country. Not because they're strong or anything, no, because they're a big country. That's gonna come back fast enough, so I'll just take the legitimacy hit. What's this? Declaration of Indulgence. We're not dealing with heretics, really. I'm just gonna leave the Conventicle Act for now. I'm not actually trying to convert anything. And it may come in useful, or come in handy to actually have a bit of tolerance of heretics. We'll see. I'm not going to actually be able to diplo-vassal these guys, I don't think. Not without something special. Okay, this isn't too important of a tech, I don't think, so I'll just go for ideas. Ideas will make the tech cheaper, and time will make the tech cheaper, so... Or other nations having it will make it cheaper. Alright. If only I could fabricate a claim on that. What am I hovering over that for? Yeah, France would still join. See, look at that trust value. This is why trust is so important. You have that trust value high enough, and you can get your allies to join you in a war against pretty much anybody. Yep. Oh, France has a truce with a lot of people, but yeah, they would be fine with joining that even, against the Ottomans. Not against Yemen, but that is getting a bit far. Power projection. I should insult somebody. Bohemia. Have an insult. Ooh. I should privateer them. If I were to split this and privateer the English Channel. Oh, that's very nice. Unfortunately, Muscovy doesn't have much trade power for me to actually privateer. And is this capped at 10? I think it is. Shoot. Oh, I'm not embargoing England? What am I doing? Yes, excellent. One additional monarch point per month. And now I'm below my force limit too, so it's time to build some more boats. Seems reasonable. Where are my heavies? They're mothballed. Good. Don't want to be wasting money. That's not gonna last very long. Okay. And Brandenburg is conquering all the things. I'd love to vassalize them, but the aggressive expansion from that would be quite painful as well. Yeah, it's just gonna have to wait until the HRE is gone, I think. And there's no chance of this working until that aggressive expansion goes away. I guess I'll keep relations good with Poland. When is this truce with you, Muscovy? January. I'm gonna start moving my troops up there. Alright. And start increasing maintenance. I think I might have to do this without Poland's help, but that's fine. There's not a lot left of Muscovy.